The Soyuz spacecraft bound for the International Space Station, now counting down the hours until blast-off from the Baikonur cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. The mission was postponed earlier this week due to blustery weather conditions. The Russian-made spacecraft and rocket will take the new crew made up of 3 cosmonauts to the ISS to join the residents already high above our heads. And the astronauts shared some of their pre-takeoff rituals with RT's Daniel Hawkins.
As the sun sets here in Baikonur, the weather has also quietened down. No more gale-force winds today. But the anticipation ahead of the upcoming Soyuz launch has certainly kept building. The stars of the event emerged to applause, taking questions from behind a glass screen to avoid contamination. They emphasized how far technology had progressed over the decades and that the ISS, being an international project, was a symbol of success in joint East-West enterprise, and that this should serve as an inspiration for future generations of astronauts.
The early human space program energized a great deal of interest in science and technology and engineering. So realizing the impact of that in the world in terms of technology and what we have available now reminds us how important it is to tell the story of what's going on now and making sure that children get that message now so they can be motivated to pursue their interests. And that's a responsibility we all take very seriously.
We even got to find out about some pre-takeoff rituals, some of which, according to the commander, would remain top secret.
A day or two before the launch, both the main and the backup crews watched the Soviet 70s movie White Sun of the Desert. It's a tradition that is almost never broken. There are a number of other traditions, but I won't tell you about them. These are known only by the cosmonauts.
2 Russian cosmonauts, 1 American astronaut, launching on the 83rd manned mission to the ISS. And with many more launches planned between ESA, Roscosmos and NASA from this Baikonur launch pad, it's hoped this is just the beginning of a new era of joint space exploration.
Well, after arriving on the ISS, the new crew's duties will include further research on how zero gravity impacts the human body. But when a hard shift is over, catching some shut-eye while orbiting the Earth is no easy task.
Some people like to tie themselves, but I actually don't. I really like to just float when I'm sleeping.
Well, the calm and darkness of space might seem like the perfect place to nod off, but sleeping while effectively weighing nothing can be a problem on the space station. Astronauts often struggle to relax without the home comfort we all take for granted, that being gravity. All right, thanks for joining us on this Friday. Your headlines, more of them coming up in half an hour's time. Between now and then, boom bust, assessing rising inflation.